I don't know why every time.
You gotta keep us in prayer. We be struggling. We be trying to get in here. We don't know what's going on. Hey, friends.
Hey, y'all.
Who's ready to talk about Bruno?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Nope.
We don't. Hey y'all. I didn't make the thing Los Angeles. So we're gonna say, remember the last I didn't make the location, LA. Remember the last time we did that for Met Gala too? I made it in New York.
Oh yeah, and people thought we was really there.
I know.
And they was like, where y'all at? Where the link at? Where can I see? We was like, friend, this is a live. We're responding. So
This is what I'm eating French fries, y'all.
She's eating French fries from a national, I don't know if it's a treasure. A national
treasure in my brain.
National, I don't know. Thing. McDonald's.
Not thing. All right, you want to type
You want me to do the typing because you over here eating fries?
I am.
What am I typing?
Sit here. You can type.
She's gonna tell me out loud right here.
I don't know. Y'all. I'm trying to think of something that we can pin. A comment that we can pin. Think, Chloe. Think.
Hey. Hey y'all. Hey.
So now y'all get insights into our craziness.
Yeah, that's what we having when we're recording.
You know, one of these we're gonna drop these bloopers. Y'all really gonna see us being wild.
They're gonna be like, what is going on in there?
Y'all, we are so excited for season 3.
Yeah.
July 7th.
July 7th. That's my parents' wedding anniversary too.
Oh, see,
isn't that fun?
That's a good. What's the word called? Wait,
Mojo?
It wasn't mojo. That's not the word I was looking for. But kind of like, good vibes. That wasn't what I was looking for either. But it's the word that I was going with because I couldn't get out the word.
Help her, Lord. Help her find the right words to say.
Help me find the right words to say.
All right, what you pinning?
Let's talk about Bruno. Pin it.
And meanwhile, I'm about to start singing it. We don't talk about Bruno, no. I can't see. It's so far away. I'm an old lady now.
And it's the light. I don't know why there's a glare.
I know. What's my grandma? Okay. I haven't done this before.
Okay. And then
the dots.
The dots are your friend.
The dots are my friend.
Message friend.
Yay! We don't talk about Bruno. No.
Where
about Bruno.
Yeah. This will be posted afterwards. So even if you're having a conversation with us,
that's okay. Y'all can come meet us later. I am drinking some sweet tea. Apparently I've been cutting back on sugar because I had to pour some water in here because child was sweet.
Really?
The definition of sweet tea, they were like, all the sugar goes in this cup.
Me, on the other hand, it's like,
The combat with water.
I think
my very cute Starbucks cup that I got in New Hope, Pennsylvania. I have written on here so that way I know where I got it from because I'm collecting them every time I go somewhere.
Is that the thing you're collecting now?
I guess. I think that's the thing I'm like, I want to get every time we go somewhere. I'm like, a new Starbucks cup. Or cool. I'm in a place and I'm like, this is cute. I'm like, I did that in Giant.
So when we go to Wales in a couple of weeks, make sure you get one that says North
Carolina. I thought you said Wales, like
the country.
I was like, who is going there? Did you forget to tell me something? Did I forget to pay for some trip that I don't know about?
She's turning 30 in a couple of weeks, y'all.
I am, friends.
She's crossing over.
I'm crossing over. The storm is passing over. Storm is passing over. I don't know why I'm so churchy. I can't not.
Every time. It don't matter.
The storm is passing over. Hallelujah.
That's what happens when you grow up in the church.
Hallelujah. Give God praise. If you know the storm is passing over.
Praise His glorious name. Amen.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So whenever you're ready.
No, okay. We can start 5 minutes.
All right. 5 minutes.
10 seconds.
That was a big difference. Is it 5 minutes or 10 seconds?
I meant 5 minutes total. It's about to be 5 minutes now. And start.
Okay, we don't talk about Bruno. No. Talk about Bruno. But
we've been.
You was about to go in.
I was ready for the Lord.
I was in the other part of the song.
You was at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the part that got me.
I'm sorry.
I remember when I saw that in theaters, I said, "Oh, this got Lenny written all over it."
Lenny.
This was the song. Yes, the pressure, surface pressure.
Yeah,
that was a good song, and it definitely, like, I think it tipped me, but I was like, maybe. And then this came on, especially the Loris's part, and I was just like, that's Lenny. That's Lenny. That's Lenny. It just felt like Lenny.
Pressure. I was like, do I know this composer?
This feels familiar.
This feels like I know who this is.
Yeah, for sure. And then at the end of We Don't Talk About Bruno, when they were all meshing their different parts, I was like, that's a total
Hamilton.
That's Lin-Manuel all the way.
Sure.
He did it in the Heights, Hamilton, all of it. So Lenny, he did not get his EGOT last night, y'all, but it is okay.
It's all right. I believe he has time.
The thing is that there will be others, because that boy is talented, and I think Disney is not going to let him go.
No.
So he'll get that.
I'm saying it doesn't count, even though he was a writer, a story, like wrote some of the story on it, and it got Best Animated Film, but like that doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
That's sad. You almost got an EGOT. You're very close to it because the movie you worked on got an Oscar.
Yeah, because I think how they do it is when they nominate somebody, they nominate, like Encanto got Best Animated Feature, but they specifically have certain people that are for that. So whether that be like the people who like created it or wrote it or whatever. So that's why he wrote Dos Oregas, right? Did I pronounce it? I don't know. Sure.
I forget.
Or
either it's Gitas or Gatos. I think it's Gitas.
Gitas. No, it's Gordo
Gitas.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gitas. Because I know how to spell it. And so he when he wrote that song, so he got nominated for that song specifically. Yeah, or Gitas. Yeah. So, all right. So before we talk about Bruno, we are going to be talking about the best song nominations.
Best song nominations.
Yes. Best song nominations. All right. And of course, we're going to, talk about some other stuff, because the Oscars was wild. We stayed up and watched the whole thing.
Can you see my eyes? They look tired because I was up.
Child,
our yawn was so heavy. Like, I had the big, mouth wide open yawn. So
way past
our bedtime.
Because we're way past our bedtime.
We're all ladies in my
She's crossing 30. I am at 30.
I've been 30 since I was 20, so.
So way past our bedtime. So we were just like, oh no. But we did it. So of course we're gonna talk about other stuff, but we're gonna talk about the best song. We're gonna have a song review. Okay, y'all.
A live song review.
Yes. Okay, first of all, we got to, of course, tell you the names of the songs that were nominated.
Yeah, you can also find this information on our Instagram, because whoever it is that controls our Instagram page was so great in listing them.
Putting
them up there, not killing the
mystery. Yeah, no, I did a good job.
She did a good job. So that way people knew. They don't have to be like, I wonder what's nominated. It was like, this is what's nominated.
This is what's nominated. And so here it is.
Check out our Instagram page.
Yes. Okay. So let's see here. The list is, I had it and then I did not have. Let me just go to our Instagram. Let me just go to our Instagram, because that would make the most sense, right?
No.
All right. So the nominees were, I should say, not are. No Time to Die by Billie Eilish. Woo! If we had sound effects, we would have added that right here.
It'd be like confetti or something.
Yes. Be Alive, Beyonce. Woo! Down to Joy by Van Morrison. Woo! Dos Oregatas. What does it look like? Sebastian Oregitas by Sebastian Yatra. Yacht.
Let's go with that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Woo, sorry, but
you're great, and you're actually really handsome. That was him singing, right?
Yeah, really.
Child.
Man is. Okay. And then Somehow You Do by Miss Reba McEntire.
Reba, our queen.
And that was written by Diane Warren, which we learned her father is a huge fan of.
Yeah, he was like,
"Ooh, Diane Warren, she's
he writes
great.
all the Oscar-winning best songs." So
yes. All right. So
life.
what we're going to talk about first is what song. We're not talking about Bruno quite yet. We're going to talk about what song was our favorite song. Okay. So Chloe, what was your favorite song out of those 5? We listened to all 5, by the way. We did our due diligence.
Yes. I'm going to say my favorite song was Be Alive by Beyonce. I felt it before. The crazy thing is, don't judge me, everybody. I actually never got a chance to watch the movie. So
just judge her. You can judge
me. It's fine. I never got a chance to watch the movie, but like I latched onto that song immediately. It just was so black and so like it was so
I love that.
like it was so like yeah, you black, you resilient. It's great to be alive. I know all this stuff be happening, but look at you. And I was like, yes, I felt the movie even though I didn't watch it.
Was that still your favorite after you listened to all 5 of them?
It was.
Okay.
I did have a close second after I watched it. Like, so if I could take off the one I already loved and then say my favorite out of the other ones.
What was your favorite out of the other ones?
The Billie Eilish song.
You know what? I knew that's why we were friends, right? So before I listened to all 5, the only 2 that I heard was Be Alive and the one from Encanto. Yes. And so I guess the thing is, out of those 2, yeah, Beyonce was my favorite. But when I listened to all 5, it was no longer my favorite. Billie Eilish, No Time to Die. I listened to that joint like 4 times in a row. I said, "Oh, child!" I was like, "No wonder this song had been racking up all the awards during the award season because it was brilliant. It was so good."
Again, I didn't get a chance to watch that movie, but I felt.
I didn't know. I know. That's the thing. I'm not she's a James Bond fan. As y'all know, y'all should go watch. Y'all saw her. She was thirsting over Daniel Craig. And our mukbang. No, we did a mukbang for season 2 premiere, and we were doing a review of our season 1. And she's thirsting hard over Daniel Craig because that's her favorite Bond. That's her favorite Bond.
What can I say?
He is.
Nothing.
Okay. He is. So I'm not a Bond fan. So I think I've only seen one Bond. I think with my sister because she likes Bond. Okay. And so I think I only saw one of them. But listen to that song. I felt like I am a Bond expert because it felt like the movie. Yes. I was just like, this is great. Yes. This was wonderful. And that's why that was the interesting part about it. Like people were so upset. If y'all don't know, people were so upset at Lin-Manuel for not submitting We Don't Talk About Bruno to be a nominee for the Oscars, to be like in contention for it, right? Mm-hmm. And his explanation was, you should submit a song that embodies the film as a whole. And that's why he submitted those Oregatas. Yeah, that. So that's why he submitted that song, because that was the song that really embodies, because at the end of the day, Encanto is kind of about Abuela. So the song is about Abuela and her loss, her tragedy, her grief, and how she handled that and stuff like that. So that's why he submitted that. And so people were like up in arms about him submitting that song. Mm-hmm. Yet like this No Time to Die. Now my phone going off. This No Time to Die. Actually, your phone probably going on too because that was a group message.
Oh. What they want?
There's No Time to Die. So also encompass, I feel like you should listen to, especially for a song that's submitted for Best Original Song, you should listen to it and feel what the movie is about, right? Never seen No Time to Die, but child, I felt everything about that movie. I was like, this I can feel what this movie's about. So it's creepy and haunting and really that sort of vibe. Just how I think Sebastian Yatra's song is also very light and airy and so really describes the movie as a whole.
Yeah, I think I think I watched the music video too for No Time to Die. So
Oh, you did?
I only watched the music video. So it was good to see it really that added to it, watching the music video.
Really? Okay.
Added to it like that it connected so much in the movie and it felt like it. And then also like when it started, when it comes in, it reminds me of Adele's Skyfall, which is another Bond song, which if I'm not sure,
I think they got nominated and
won.
Like
they got nominated or actually got the award for best song. So
they just getting all the awards. Bond know how to put together a soundtrack, don't they?
And I just loved it. It was expertly sung. What am I looking for? And
I don't even listen to Billie Eilish like that. Yeah, but I know she's like people love her. And I've heard her voice a couple of times, but yeah, it was like she sounded great. So that was definitely my favorite, even like after
Academy Award for Best Music
was Adele, right? So
2013, wow. Got the Golden Globe, she got a Grammy, Golden, and the Academy Award, and a Critics' Choice.
Scoop by the categories. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what was happening with Billie Eilish. She kind of came in, and I think No Time to Die was scooping all the awards. But yeah, so I was really like, Be Alive was my favorite out of the two because I hadn't listened to the others. It was so black, but I hadn't listened to the others yet. Yeah, I hadn't listened to the others yet, but as soon as I listened to the 5, it was no longer my favorite. I was just like, nah, I'm sorry. There was something about that Billie Eilish song. I was like, yes. It could just be my bias against me. I think
it could be that.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about what after listening to all 5, huh? Yes. So we talked about our favorites, and we're going to talk about who we thought was going to win. Yes. So you wanted Beyonce to win? I know that was your favorite. After listening to all 5, did you still want Beyonce to win?
Did I want to win? I guess I did.
Because your favorite doesn't necessarily mean that you want to win. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. People have their favorites. That doesn't mean that you're like, because like even in the movie category, even my movie category, what I wanted, Ashley won. I was so excited. But in the animated feature film category, Ashley, my favorite ended up winning, but what I actually wanted to win didn't win. I actually didn't want Encanto to win. I loved Encanto, don't get me wrong, but I actually wanted Mitchell's and the Machine to win because that movie was just so good. So
I've seen it.
So good.
Apparently it's really good.
Y'all need to see that immediately. It was the animations were brilliant. It was just the cute storyline. It was great.
I think I wanted, like, I didn't have a desire for anyone to win, if I'm honest. I wasn't like, this one should win. What I thought was going to win.
Yeah.
I just thought like Dos Oruguitas was going to win, just because I was like, it's Lynn. The movie's really, really popular. I was like, even though it's not the most like, it doesn't stick with you, the song, if I'm honest. Like, if you're watching it, you're like, wow, this is beautiful. You walk away, you can honestly be like, I don't remember it at all. It really grab you, but it grabs you while you're in it. But then once you're out, you've forgotten it almost. You gotta watch it a couple of times, which everybody else did. That's the thing. Everybody watched Encanto a trillion times. So I was like, I feel like it's gonna win. He's gonna get the EGOT, and I'm proud of him. I wasn't mad at it. I was like, well, go ahead then. It's good.
So you were surprised that
I was surprised. I was like, oh, okay.
I did not think he was going to win that.
Okay.
I thought maybe he had a slight chance. I actually thought No Time to Die was going to win. And a lot of it did have to come with because I do follow, like, I don't watch all the awards, but I do follow who wins certain ones. And I knew that Billie Eilish was on a roll and was getting all the awards. That's not necessarily a predictor who's going to win because there have been upsets. Like Coda winning Best Picture was kind of an upset. Because I think Power of the Dog had been winning a lot. Okay. And then Coda won at this last ceremony. And people were like, that was like a major ceremony. And people were like, maybe they actually have a chance to win this Oscar now. And they did. That was an upset. But I thought that, I didn't think that Lin-Manuel was going to win. The song was good. And I think you were right. Like, it's a good song while in it. It just doesn't stick with you. And it could be because it doesn't, it could be because it was just, The song is overshadowed by Bruno
and Pressure.
That's the song, because that song sticks with you. It's very ear catchy, gets in your brain, like, and stuff like that. And I think that it could stick with you, like the Dos Origatas. We're gonna go.
She's throwing this A in there. She's like, it's going to be one. I don't care what no
but
one
there
else
is
says.
an A in there
At the end.
Yeah, that's the tas part.
Yeah, but you're saying gatas. It's a UI. Dos Oruguitas.
Oh, Gitas. Sorry.
Yeah. You're like,
I'm spelling it wrong. That's what it is.
Okay.
I'm in my brain. I'm spelling it wrong. Okay, so I think that, like, I didn't think that was gonna. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna win, just because of the thing. But I think the song. I think if it wasn't going to be No Time to Die, like if that wasn't nominated, then I thought that it was going to win. If that makes sense.
If No Time to Die wasn't there, that would have been the close. That would have.
I think that then that would have been in my brain, like, it actually has like a good chance and stuff like that. And
they sung it, and it was so beautifully performed at the actual show. So it was like it was really nice. So
so I'm not even gonna lie, like, so I I like Be Alive, but I didn't necessarily like wanted to win because I didn't think it was the best song out of the bunch. But it was based on performances. I was like, Beyonce deserves that Oscar hands down. I watched it on YouTube because we missed the beginning.
We missed it. We was recording a video, so stay tuned.
So I watched it on YouTube, and I was just like, that joint was like, amazing. It was the yellow, the yellow for me. Like, they was just all tennis balls. The color of tennis yellow.
Are they tennis balls?
They're tennis yellow. It was just really good. And the fact that they performed it in Compton, which was Serena Venus' hometown. Yes, I thought it was really, I was like, based on performance alone, like, she deserves that Oscar. I mean, it ain't the best song out of the bunch, but like, she made it the best song out of the bunch.
You're going to notice me today.
Based on that performance, for sure. So I don't know if you guys know. So Billie Eilish did end up winning.
She did, and I was like, I'm here.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah,
well deserved.
And she sung it well too, as well.
She did.
That performance, she performed. And the thing about Billie, like, she kind of has like 1.5 vibe. Mm-hmm. You know, she's like always really like, like literally.
She does.
Even when the song feels like it's about to be like, she's like. But she sang the best out of that song. Like, I was like,
she really did. She really did.
Like, sing, Billie, sing it, girl, and play Phineas. And he was lending his vocals for backgrounds. I was like, okay, Phineas, you did a good job. I was like, like, because I think it was really a good representation of the movie. So I was like,
for sure, definitely. Am I intrigued to go and watch the movie? No, but like,
I'm like, now I gotta watch it.
I feel like I watched it by listening to the song. Like, what do
you think of the other song? I'm curious.
So honestly, they're very forgettable. Somehow You Do by Reba. That was a nice song, and I love Reba's voice. And I was just like, oh, this is nice. I think my least favorite was probably the Down to Joy by Van Morrison. No offense to Van.
Sorry.
Because I know he's like, I don't know. He's an icon, and also I think he's been nominated like multiple times.
I think
so. Sorry, no offense to this man. Sorry to this man.
You walk in that street, I wouldn't know his name.
I actually wouldn't know this man.
Honestly, I still don't know what he looks like. Either. And I did hear him. I know somebody. I think it was a re-recording of the song. I think I saw in the comments, and they were like, "It was wonderful before, and it's great, and it's a legend." I listened to it. I was like, "I mean, this is nice, but I'm not getting." Nice. Yeah. And it's like, I'm not getting Oscar as the scenes they were showing us, and that, like, I was like, I don't even see how this fits with the vibe of the movie. Like, you see the scenes from No Time to Die, it fits. You see
maybe I should watch
Richard, and it fits,
Yeah.
You see the other song with Reba, and you're like, okay, this fits. The other song was just like, it's a cute little, like,
it's a cute little.
I don't remember how it went, but I was like, this is.
Maybe I should have did that. So if y'all don't know, yes, as we said, Billie Eilish's song "No Time to Die" was from No Time to Die. Be Alive was from King Richard. Down to Joy was from Belfast, which was also a Best Picture nominee. I give it a C at best. If y'all want to see, I watched
Best Actor or something. No. Who? Somebody. One of the actors won an award. Was it supporting actor? Somebody got an award from that movie. Was it
the screenplay?
Screenplay.
Kenneth Branagh or something. Hey, man. He is a semi-autobiographical tale on his life in Belfast during the Troubles, which was kind of like a political upheaval between the Catholics and the Protestants. If y'all don't know, I write for In Club Magazine. I did a review. I watched all 10 movies for y'all. For y'all. I watched all 10 movies and did it. I actually did it for me too, but I ended up writing a review on it. And Belfast was average at best to me. But yes, that was from Belfast, Down to Joy. Okay, we know Dos Orejitas was from. I know I have to look at the spelling. That's why I keep in my brain. I replaced the I with an A, and I was just like, "That's 2 A's. Right. There's an A in there. You can't tell me nothing." Duh. That's from Encanto, and then Somehow You Do is from 4 Good Days, which apparently has Mila Kunis in it. I think that's about like a woman who struggles with drugs or something, and she comes home. I think maybe possibly. I don't know. I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one either. But that's where the movies are from. Okay. But yeah. I think my least favorite was the Van Morrison John. Yeah, sorry to this man. I'm sure you're great. I'm sure you're great, and your value is unparalleled. For sure, definitely. Thank you for your contributions. All right, so it's time to talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno, no. Oh no. We don't talk about Bruno, but it was our way. I was like, I'm gonna give her space, and I'm gonna just go, and then here you go back to the beginning. We can't get on a court today. No, we were getting married, and it wasn't a cloud in the sky. Bruno walks in with the mischievous grin. You telling the story, or am I? I know y'all will sing along. You did. All right. So they did a live performance, the first ever live performance of We Don't Talk About Bruno. When I first told you they was doing that, what was your thoughts? What were you like expecting? I was expecting them to just be doing all the choreography. I think I saw a video of like how they animated the choreography. So I just assumed they'd be just doing that. Okay. Like them just on stage doing all the parts moving around like they would have like in Hamilton. Moving around like on Satisfied where they're all doing their own thing. Yeah, that's what I assumed. Well, probably not on the stage. They probably would have done some coming out of the sky. You know, we gotta make use of the whole room. Not coming out of the sky. Okay. I was really excited. My expectations was high. I was just like, oh my goodness, they about to kill it. I didn't think they was gonna be doing some choreography, but I did think they was gonna be using the space and just like, you know, all of them was gonna sing their parts, so we just about to be a vibe. It was gonna be a sing along. It was about to be a whole sing along for real. Like I was about to be like, hey, you know. And then it started, and it started great. They started with the We Don't Talk About Bruno. It was like a little acoustic joke going on. Like, and I was just like, oh, they about to really like make this like Spanish feeling. And I was like, I'm liking it. I'm liking this different vibe. And then Meg Thee Stallion came out. And I was like, she was actually really shocked. I was like, my dad was like, I don't remember her being a part of this. I was like, she wasn't a part of the song. And so then after I was taken aback by Megan and I couldn't hear what she was saying, I was like, okay, let me listen. Maybe she's just rapping Dolores's part, the best part of the song. Grew up in the field of this stuff. I don't know all the words. That's the best part. You don't know it now. It is, but I do know the words. I know it when like it's happening. Yeah, and I'm like, I can say this. That I can bring it off the dome. Right here. That's new with a lot of songs. That's fair. But hey, you play that joy in the Disney Club, which I went to, I was singing along hard. I was ready, doing all the dance moves because I could picture it in my brain. Yeah. And I thought she was going to be singing that part, but she was singing completely different lyrics.
She was doing her own thing.
She was. What did you think when Maggie came out?
I thought when I saw it pan to her, I also thought that she was going to rap the lyrics. And then I was like,
she's not saying the lyrics.
What is she saying? She's not saying I also was like taking, then I was like, oh, she looks so great. I was like, I love your outfit. You look beautiful.
Not you focused on anything but the song.
Yeah,
she
I was like,
great.
look at her.
She did look great.
I was like, okay, Meg. She did look great. She came out by her Spanish almost inspired outfit, and I was like, oh,
okay. She did look great.
Yeah, that's where I went. I was like, and after that, I hear nothing else she said.
And then they brought out Becky G and Louis, some other Latin singer that I really don't know his name. It's like Louis.
Why don't we look at it so we can shout him out? Who performed? We don't.
Becky G. Well, she didn't realize that was Becky G. She's like, that Becky G,
that baby girl. I was like, is that Barbara's daughter?
If you know, you know.
Because I'm such a grandma. I was like,
Jumanji?
Is that Barbara's boy? That's who I was.
That's the Barbara.
Who was the baby child is that?
Yeah, Becky G are whole grown up right now. She looked good though.
Yeah, she looked great and she sounded great.
She great.
I was like, I don't know who these people are, but they
I didn't know Becky G was going to be there. I knew they weren't going to. I had forgotten until the thing is before she had hit the stage. I forgot that they were going to bring her out because they announced it. They announced that Becky G and this other guy,
Luis Fonsi.
Luis Fonsi. Oh. They had announced that they were going to be joining for this performance. And I forgot they had announced it. And then I saw her and I was just like, oh yeah, they did announce that. And they came out and then they started singing, we're here to celebrate Oscars. I was like, are we?
Celebrate Oscars.
And I literally told Chloe during it, I was just like, that would have worked if it was like the beginning. But it was like halfway through the show at this point. Like, of course we're here. We've been watching for an hour and a half at this point. And there's still an hour and a half left to go.
Wow. Yeah, I have to agree. I think that would have been really cool to open up the show with.
Yeah.
Because then it would have been like, oh, it's cool. It's sort of Bruno, but it's
Oscar.
And I'm like, and then it would have been like, this is great.
It just felt weird.
It was
right
weird
there.
To be right in the middle, like,
of course,
we came to celebrate Oscar. And Takura was like, we know.
We're here. We're watching it and we're tired. I think my eyes and my yawning could tell you that we are here to celebrate the Oscars.
Okay.
And then it just ended. And honestly, how about you go first? I don't want you to get swayed.
Yeah, you know how I get.
Yeah, she gets swayed easily. So what was your thoughts on the overall performance?
My thoughts, I was like, you know what? I'll take it. I was like, I like it. I like it. You know, they had, like I thought, people was in the aisles. They used this space. They weren't swinging from the wires, but it's okay. It's a safety hazard.
I mean, no, Amy Schumer did it. She was Spider-Woman at that time, so we gonna go with it.
I'm cracking up. But yeah, they had like people out and they were up on tables and stuff and they were dancing. They had the outfits and it was so like, it was so Spanish. It was so Colombian. And they had, Becky, and I was listening to Becky and Luis and I was like, whoever they are, because at that point I didn't know. And I was like, whoever they are singing.
They were singing, the harmonies were great.
I was like, I was hitting these high notes and I was like, sing, sir. Sing.
They were definitely
and they were all out there dancing. It looked like such a good time that I was like, I think after I saw Meg, I said, this is not, well, actually, no. After the very beginning, after it was my wedding, it was my wedding, no cloud in the sky, and somebody else did no clouds, and somebody else did thunder. I said, okay. I was like, okay, now I need to reset. This is not going to be what I thought it was because no one is singing. Other than the two beginning people, no one is singing their part. I was like, okay, well then I'm just open to whatever's about to happen because it was like 5 seconds in. I was like, oh, okay, this is not what it's going to be. So okay, sure. So yeah,
you took it. Yeah, I did not. I did not take it. Well, the thing is this, I knew it was going to be different. So when I first heard it, my expectation was it was going to be great. I knew they weren't going to sing it like the song, but I at least thought they were going to sing the song. Like, you know what I mean? I thought they were just like how a person does a cover, like how they make it their own sort of thing. But they still keep the lyrics of the song. It's just they might change up like a little bit of like, the tempo or the beat or like, just make it their own. So they definitely it's the same thing at the beginning. Like the people were singing different parts that you then recognize. You're like, okay, I don't know. I think it would have been better if they just if you wanted to bring Megan in it, have her rap Dolores' part. Like, I don't think that. I think she could have made it her home.
Right there, though.
Dolores was
right there and singing.
She was, and I think that's wonderful. But if you really wanted to bring Megan up here, they could have rapped it together. They could have had a little back and forth. Megan could have went in. Megan could have put her little Megan flavor on Dolores' part, and Dolores could have handled the whole betrothed to another.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
She couldn't handle that.
She's my favorite voice.
Favorite part. She needed more. Needed more songs.
Yeah, she needs more. We need a song about how she was in love and how she was in love is betrothed to another.
For sure.
And that story. It's a prequel.
You know what? You need to just,
it's a limited series.
That's what I'm saying. I say honestly, what they need to do is turn Encanto into a TV show, and then really like each episode focus on like a different member of the family and what happened when they like gained their powers, what happened when they lost their powers. Because in the movie, they were like, the powers were shrinking, but we only focused on
Camilo.
No, Camilo's power. That's it. Well, Camilo's powers was they were tweaking.
And then they went away. Told them when the house
collapsed. But so did everybody's powers. But they really was only focused on why can't I remember that girl's name?
The main character?
No, the sister, not Isabel. The other one.
Oh, child.
Louisa.
Why am I like?
I'm the strong one. I'm not perfect.
Louisa.
Yes.
Louisa, Loki's got out again.
That's her name, right?
I'm on it.
They really only focused on her. They really only got to see the effect of losing the powers on her because she she felt the house get like when the house was cracking, she felt get weak. She was like, I'm losing my power. So you really only saw that. We never really focused on we did see Camilo. His powers were, I'll say, what's that? Oh my goodness, English. What is that word? What is that word? They were not defaulting. No, but they were like, what's that? Glitching. Like, what is that word?
That's a good word.
They were glitching. We saw Camilo's powers glitching. You saw that every time, like when he would like sneeze or like something, like he would turn into like, it would like glitch. Mm-hmm. We saw that in the movie. We never saw Isabella really lose her powers, except like she made a cactus, but that wasn't as a result of the house cracking. If anything, her power should have just faded, but we never really saw that until the house broke, and then you saw the flowers like it went. Yeah, they died. So I think that it would have been really cool if they did a limited series, or even I don't know. You can have many episodes. I don't care, many seasons. And just did an episode on each family member. Yeah. I think that would be really cool because we need to dive into the Madrigals. Like those are the
amazing Madrigals.
They are an important family that we need to talk about.
They are.
But yeah, so back to Bruno, right? So I don't know. I wish they had just kept the song because I really don't know what Megan said. I think I was too caught off guard to be like, what you talking about? And then I realized that she wasn't talking about Bruno. And I was like, what you talking about, sis? Because you're not talking about Bruno. And I need you to talk about Bruno right now because you're not.
Because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, you really aren't talking about Bruno. Did you not get the song? The song is ironic.
Like, we're seriously not going
to talk about Bruno. We're not talking about Bruno. And so I don't know. I was very disappointed. I will say that. My rating, if we were rating from 1 to 5, as y'all know, we rate 5 is amazing. 1 is, I'll give that Joan a 2.
Wow.
Because I was really upset. I was like, this ain't Bruno. And I think also just them being like, we're here to celebrate the Oscars. I was just like, this is not what I wanted in my life.
It's not what I want.
It's not what I planned.
And I just gotta say,
I do not understand. Something's not right.
Really wrong. And we gotta get
to it. I didn't want to interrupt you because you not really harmonize like that. And I was like, this is gonna come off key.
Okay, well, right.
So I let her be great.
Okay.
That's all. That's let her be great.
Good times. That was a shame.
But it's the shout out to us knowing that song. It's you started singing it. I was here. I know exactly. I know exactly what the next words are going to be. Mm-hmm. All right. So we talked about Bruno, but you know what? Let's talk about the rest of the Oscars. Now let's just talk about the thing.
Yeah, that we all talk
about. The slap heard around the world. Like everybody's talking about it, sis. Our reactions to that. It's honestly, we were like, when it happened, we were looking at the camera like, or does he be like, yeah. We were like, wait, what? And then we were like, did the audio just cut? Yeah. And then we were like,
this is real.
And then you could read Will's lips being like, keep my name out your mouth, or keep my wife's name out your mouth. He was like, oh, this is not staged.
Yeah. And then he was like, Chris, after the audio come back, and he was like, are we? I'm like, so something.
Her dad thinks that it was edited because
we at least in our country, it was they have it on delay for stuff like that, so they can bleep things and so that they can cut things if something crazy happens. Yeah, they have it on delay, so we don't get to it. So that's why it was like, that's why you didn't see like the pictures of Will slapping him. You see how his whole he feels the effects. You couldn't see it. It was just and Chris was just standing up again, and Will was walking away, and we're like, what just happened? I think they saw it coming, and they were like, nope.
Edit it. Stop immediately.
Stop recording now.
Immediately.
And then they were like, whoop, back in, and then he was walking away. And we're like, that's what we're like, is he joking? Then he go up to be like, yeah.
But then he started doing that, and we was like, oh, this is serious. So immediately I went on Twitter, and everybody was talking about it. Yeah, it was, to me, and Chloe can give her opinion, which I think is, same as mine. But because we kind of talked about it, completely inappropriate. Yeah. There are ways to handle it, and I think it's so much bigger. It's a so much bigger conversation than just the fact that he went up on stage and hit him. It's the fact that there's multiple things to it. A black man went on stage and hit another black man. Wow. That's the first thing. It's just they already think we resort to violence immediately, and so you decide to do this on national television as a black man, hit another black man on national television. It's just like, Will, what are you thinking? So not only that, but then also it's the fact that the Oscars have been criticized for years for being all white. All white nominees, all white, just on all white Oscars. That was trending on Twitter for a while there. And this year is kind of the same. There was no black nominees in the best actress category, which was kind of crazy because there have been movies that people have been fantastic in. So, Regina King in The Harder They Fall. I didn't see The Harder They Fall, but I heard she was fantastic in that. And the fact that she didn't get nominated, people were like, that's fishy and very I don't know about that. And so there was so the thing is, they still struggle with diversity at the Oscars. Mm-hmm. And so this is a space clearly that they don't want us in. We feel we probably don't belong, that we're fighting tooth and nail to get a seat at this table, to be recognized by, their white peers and stuff like that. This is a space that we're clawing our way in, and we're not really getting in. Mm-hmm. And you decide, because you are a black man nominated, to just erase all of that. I'm like, no wonder they don't want us nowhere. You can't take black people nowhere.
Not only that, but he a black man from West Philly. Oh God.
And that's the thing. People are like, oh, that Philly came out. First of all, that man been rich since he was 16. Okay, so he's not people, because I know people were saying that
it's been run out of his system.
Exactly. I think it just he knows. People were talking about oh, he's from the streets. It's but he's been out the streets. He's been out the streets he's been in that space for a very long time, and he knows how to act. And I just don't understand.
He got a publicist. He got people, because I even seen things on Instagram where they'll get his PR people were like, sir. Mm-hmm. He has people that are supposed to be he's media trained.
He's very
he knows
media
how to
trained.
Act in the public.
He's been in the media since he was 17 years old or 16. I think
raised his whole family in the media. They all know what to do.
Absolutely not. So what was your first thoughts besides the black on black crime? Else against us, apparently.
Right. Honestly, I was just shocked. Honestly, I didn't think it was like, not like I didn't think it was real, but I didn't think because of how it is. But then she showed me the video from whatever country it was, another country.
Oh, Australia. Yeah.
Where
they don't have the
like,
edited
you see
version.
What you see, like,
yeah. So they got everything. They had them cussing at him.
Yeah.
And it all.
And it's funny because I had just commented earlier in this show about how Will Smith's laugh is so loud. That it can be heard over anything. I was just commenting, like, you can hear the crowd, but then you can see and hear and connect with his voice. You're like, look at him. So he was yelling his full head off at this man, and I'm like, what is happening? I was just,
it was disappointing.
It was disappointing, and partly I was kind of like, it kind of cheapens him even being nominated.
It did, I agree.
And then it cheapened, honestly, for
his win,
because I don't remember on top of my head, like, wow, Will Smith got his first Oscar,
and that's the sad part, right?
Like,
first Oscar
from West Philly,
his first Oscar that was tainted.
It's tainted because I'm like, what I remember
is him slapping this man,
slapping Chris Rock.
Like, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm like, he's a seasoned comedian.
Yeah,
like,
for
people
sure.
Like, I wonder, and I know it probably wouldn't happen, but I wonder if Eddie Murphy was up there and said, like, would you have gotten up to sign?
That's what
Eddie
people
Murphy?
were saying. People were like, he wouldn't never. Somebody said he wouldn't.
Kevin Hart.
Some people said that he wouldn't have done it to Steve Harvey. Somebody said that he wouldn't have done it to D.L. Hughley. So they were like, some people were saying that he wouldn't have done it to like these other major celebrities. Like, why Chris Rock? And I feel like comedians cross the line all the time. And I know the one thing, I know Black Twitter is like torn because some people now are like, if my man don't defend me like Will Smith, I don't want to. First of all, you can take that.
Like,
you can take that defense over there. I need you to be smart. That's embarrassing to me.
You embarrass me because you know what people are gonna say. He got up because he wasn't insulted. You like it wasn't like Will Smith, you X, Y, and Z. It's because of her that he was insulted and got up and did that. So now you're embarrassing me because it's because of Jada that Will got up to defend Jada. So that's what we're talking about. Because he wasn't willing to get up to defend himself. So now it's the light is shining on Jada, and it's not on, like he said, the beauty of the moment.
The beauty of the moment
overshadowed because you had to be up here. And like, child, like, no,
right?
I would have like sit down.
I would have. Jada should have stopped him.
I got full on Black mother. Like during the, I was like, oh, you don't sit your black. I would have been full Black mother.
For sure.
Don't get up here and embarrass me in front of all these
For sure. The moment I felt that he was getting up, I said absolutely not. But then it makes sense that she didn't do that because Will was laughing at the joke. So it's videos. We have evidential proof.
Yes, come on, evidential
that Will laughed at the joke. And then what probably happened was he turned because the camera panned from them. So we couldn't see. So we're assuming between his laugh at the joke and the seriousness of that he got was that he looked at Jada and Jada wasn't laughing. And he was like, ooh, maybe this is not funny. But then he just took it too far. Like, okay, fine. You don't want to laugh because now you're white. Because that happens, right? Sometimes you find something funny, your wife don't. You're like, not funny. Not the time to make a joke. Got it. Yeah. Not the right thing to joke about. Fine. Too soon. Okay. Yeah. But then he didn't have to like. I feel like he now had to take it like a step further because I don't know, an ego got involved and he decided. Some people were saying that slap was actually meant for Jada. Because y'all all know about the entanglements, August and Jada. Some people are like, you all know about the entanglements that have occurred between them, but the public entanglements and how they have talked about this publicly, and Will kind of had to sit there and kind of take all this public heat, and he can't slap his wife. Because who does that. Right. So I feel like he was just like, you know what? Some people were like, he took all that anger that he may have wanted to put towards Jada and put it towards a man. And it's just like, but wrong place, wrong time. Wrong place, wrong time.
It's funny because all the gifts or the memes of like Kevin Hart, like, you gonna snap me? I'm my friend. Like, you could have done all, you could have been like, excuse me, sir. Yeah. You could have been like, bro, too far. Like there. We all could have seen the thing about it to me also. And I don't want to belabor the point. I'm gonna take my seat. But the thing about it also is that like Chris was moving on. he was like, because when she made the face, like I feel
she
like that
rolled
was
her eyes hard.
She rolled her eyes so hard, and
he saw it
and
too.
We didn't
I
get
think
the
he
joke,
saw it,
but I saw that it offended her, and he saw it. He was like, "Come on!" And then
it was
he
just
was
a
like,
joke. He was like, "All right, you know what? Yeah, he was ready to."
And then
there he
and
goes.
Then he was still laughing, like, "Oh, here he comes! What's he about to like?" He really,
he was ready to move on
so
because he saw the offense on Jada's face, and he said it was a joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke, and then he was about to move on, and the next thing you know, here comes Will Smith
belaboring. And I'm like, if you would have waited one more second in your seat, you would have seen we're moving on, because no one was like, "Oh, Jade," like it was no longer about Jada. The moment was past. Everybody in the audience, I think they were torn. People were like, "Ah," they were like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Half of them, like me, probably was like,
I didn't get the joke until her dad explained it. I was
Shout out to my dad.
And that's why people are saying they're like, some people are Team Will because, you know, if you don't know, Jada apparently suffers from alopecia, which didn't know that. Apparently she suffers from alopecia, and, you know, G.I. Jane was, I guess, in the movie, the girl had her head shaved.
Yeah, and she was like fighting. She was trying to be in the army and trying to basically be like, I'm as good as the guys.
I'm as good as the guys. And so that was the joke. And she suffers from alopecia. And people are Team Will because it was like, please, you know, about Black women's hair and this, you know, Chris Rock. That's his name. I was like, what's the last name again?
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, I was like, wrong Chris.
Chris Tucker at home, like,
Chris
don't
Rock.
bring me
Y'all don't know, he did create a documentary on good hair. And so people were like Team Will because this is a man that created a documentary on, you know, on Black women's hair. So why would he make a outright like comment on a Black woman's hair? One, we're assuming that he knew.
Yeah.
Like two, like we are assuming that he knew about her alopecia. Also, the thing is this: if he knew, maybe he shouldn't have made the joke. Right. For sure, absolutely. But we're also assuming that they're friends enough for him not to make the joke as well. Because as a comedian, I'm pretty sure that other comedians have used their friends' stories as material for their jokes.
For sure.
They probably have.
Dang, that was crazy.
They probably have. Exactly. Because that's where do you think they get the materials from? Personal life experiences. So of course. So this is assuming that he knew about the alopecia. But even if he did, he didn't have to make the joke. So he was clearly in the wrong. But two wrongs don't make it right. Will Smith did not have to get up on the stage and hit him. He could have handled it in a much better way. And so now there are consequences. Now the Academy is talking about taking back the Oscar. They could rescind his win. Who knows? Like the thing is, they could take back the Oscar. And I remember when that was reported, people in the comments were like, well, he still won. They could take it a step further and be like, no, we're going to give it to the second place winner, actually, now. Like, you know what I mean? And I think they're still trying to decide what they're going to do to handle it because they don't condone violence. Right. The LAPD had to get involved. They were like, we were aware of the incident. The one party, Chris, does not want to press charges and stuff like that.
Jeez, this is serious stuff.
So it's like, you know what I mean? Because it was assault. Yeah. If you honestly think about it, it was assault on live television. The man got assaulted on live television. Yeah. But Will Smith did actually make a comment. If you guys don't know, he made it 1 hour ago. Okay. His comment was, he posted it on his Instagram. He said, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I'm embarrassed and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There's no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, which he did, and he talked about other stuff. He, in his acceptance speech, he apologized to the Academy, but did not apologize to Chris, which I thought was kind of wild because I was like, you didn't offend the Academy. You offended Chris, actually. I mean, you might have offended the Academy too, but like, if you're going to apologize to the Academy, you probably should also apologize to Chris.
He was getting up there crying.
He was crying, and I didn't care. And I didn't care. That's the sad thing. I was just like, it doesn't work.
Could you have said, like, if you finish that sentence like, we need to spread love. Yeah. So therefore, Chris, I apologize. Like, you should have. He just was like, we need to love. We need to blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we grow up and we're in this place where we accept abuse and we think it's supposed to be okay. Yeah. Yada, yada. And we're all like.
And he tried to bring in the whole King Richard being protective of his family. And that's how he was protective of his family. I'm like, I'm still waiting for this apology.
King Richard is out. Did he talk?
I did see King Richard, yes. Because it was nominated for Best Picture. So, and honestly, if I'm honest, I actually don't think Will Smith should have won Best Actor.
That's one other thing.
Now, don't get me wrong. The movie as a whole, I gave it an A-. But if we're going to talk about individual performances, I think Will Smith was fantastic. I think it was definitely one of his career best, for sure. But I personally think that Benedict Cumberbatch in Power of the Dog was A+ material. The movie as a whole was not my favorite. But his individual performance was like chef's kiss. So that was definitely an upset too, because I didn't think Will Smith was going to win that. But he did, and it didn't matter. So now there's consequences to actions. And a lot of people are like, he's human and all of this human thing. He was better in Pursuit of Happiness. Yes, he was very good in Pursuit of Happiness. I think that was a total snub for him, for sure. And he was definitely better in Pursuit than he was in King Richard. But
I didn't watch it. I was too stressed.
Pursuit of Happiness, so sad. I was in the corner bawling. I was like,
I don't have the energy to be stressed like this.
For sure, absolutely. But now people are talking about how he's human and that he deserves grace, and I think that people mistake that a lot. That people think that allowing grace for human mistakes means that I can't say that a person was wrong. Will Smith was wrong. You can allow for grace in those moments, saying that he reacted emotionally. All the stuff with his wife was building up. You can say all those things and be like, you know what? I understand that. Because honestly, I would probably react emotionally too to a certain situation, because especially everything that he's been through with his public entanglements.
Right.
But that doesn't give, I don't think that's not an excuse to assault someone. Like, people are having all these excuses, and what they are just excuses. People are like, we have to protect Black women. You can't use that narrative to assault a person.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't work like that. We need to normalize working out our feelings productively and not in anger.
Especially when you're grown.
He's 50 years old. You're a grown man.
You're someone who just hopped on the scene. It's like, you don't know how to be in front of people. Like, you are about your family's about this life. And I understand all like that you're human, and I would have liked him to apologize right then. He was crying. So it was like, you're already in an emotional state. You realize what you have done.
Because he apologized to the Academy. I think that's the thing. If he hadn't apologized to anyone, I would have been like, okay, maybe he needs time to meditate, think about it. But he apologized to the Academy in his speech.
And it was so funny. I saw a meme that was like the church committee went over to meet with him, Deacon Denzel, and Reverend Tyler. Yes, Reverend Tyler Perry. They went over there because
they were about to sit him down. They were like, excuse me, you can't do that.
Not here. Okay, don't make a fool out of people. Because and I love it because that is not to get super spiritual, because we are Christians, but as a scripture about this is First Peter, when they talk about the older women instructing the young women, but in this case, Denzel, Tyler, I think I don't know how much, but Denzel for sure is older than Will. So I'm like, it really is the people who came before him that mentor him to be like, this is crazy, and I love my wife too, but this is not how we do it.
This is not how we do it. And he was right. Denzel told him, like, when you're at your highest, the devil comes for you, and it's true.
Right. And he stole that moment from him.
And he stole that moment.
Not you writing
a paragraph.
These are small, bro.
Especially when I know we can't see. Especially when they are celebrities. I have my contacts on too. This is sad. Right. Especially when they are celebrities and they live public lives. It opens up for jokes. Imagine if people start hitting comedians over any jokes they were given. There would be no comedy. It's true. They have nobody to talk about. They literally. That's just point. Like, you have to. Like I said, I understand the sensitive matter because it was a medical condition. It's like alopecia is something that women suffer from, and Black women in their hair. There's always been it's a big deal, and it's a very sensitive topic. And if he had known about the alopecia, he probably shouldn't have made the joke. But there's Also, the thing is, Will laughed. I think that's the part I'm stuck on. It's like, you laughed at the joke of your wife.
That's the thing. It was a joke. And that's what I kept saying. Like,
the intentions were not to harm. I'm a comedian. It's what I do.
Regardless of whether he knew or whether it was inappropriate, I don't believe that he meant to be like, look at her. She has alopecia. Everybody laugh at her.
Everybody laugh at her. Like, I think he just saw the short hair and the buzz cut. Cause like I said, I just thought she shaved her hair short.
I did too.
I just like, oh, she's about to write
it's a choice. You look good, girl.
Exactly.
I honestly had no idea.
But I'm happy that Denzel I'm happy that Denzel and Tyler helped him up. And
Deacon Tyler,
Reverend Tyler and Deacon Denzel. I'm happy they held him up, and I'm happy that he pushed up. And I'm happy that Denzel did say that, because that is true. But I don't like Will got up and said that in his speech. It was like, oh yeah, Denzel said the devil will tax you at your highest. And
I was like,
yeah, that's true. But Denzel was kind of looking at him like, I did say that, but I also said it in a way that you did something wrong.
Right.
Like,
it was like you should have said so therefore I
apologize to you,
so
Chris.
many things that could have led to
I apologize to you,
but then
Chris.
He was like, yeah, sorry to the Academy.
I know. It's like, so exactly. He was like, sorry, Academy. It's like, why you apologizing to the white people? It's that the black man that you needed, that you slapped on national television. But that's what it is. But we are happy that he did. I guess he did write this publicly apology.
Yeah, shout out to his PR.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
I don't know. I hope they can work it out. And I like Amy Schumer because she kind of kept the show moving. She was just like, did I miss something?
Like,
the vibe was different. Hilarious. Loved it. Loved every bit of it.
She didn't say nothing. The funny was the camera people were shady because they were like,
yep,
just talking about you.
They knew it.
The vibe is different because
it was all up on Will's face, like
he was sitting there like, I'm like,
he was laughing.
You don't
at
get to laugh.
I think that's the crazy. I think that was the hard part about this whole thing.
I think he got over it, moved on real quick,
and that's the thing.
Still shot like.
I think that's the hard part about the whole thing with Will. Is like he really started laughing at the jokes after, after the slap around the world. He was laughing at all the jokes that people were making in accordance with that, and it was just kind of like, you should feel some type of way about slapping this black man on television as a black man. Yeah. Like, I don't understand.
Part of me's complete because I don't want him to sit there the rest of the show.
Sad. But he could have removed himself. He could have been like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the back. Let me handle this.
Let's go to the bathroom, put some water on my face, and find Chris because Chris wouldn't do nothing else the rest of that show. He could have gone back there. We could have got somebody. One of the cameramen could have seen him off in the corner. Like, are they working it out? Look at them.
Definitely. I just didn't get it.
But I'm the producer of this show.
I know. We need to be. But apparently that happened. And that honestly, everything else that happened after that, people don't know. I think it overshadowed Questlove winning, which was sad. Another Philly guy. It overshadowed that because I think people were still kind of stuck in that mode. I think it even overshadowed Best Picture because by that point, and don't get me wrong, Coda won Best Picture and it absolutely deserved it. That was the one that on my review that y'all should read, I gave it an A+ because it was phenomenal. I cried 3 times. I said this movie was fantastic. I loved every bit of it. I wanted it to win. I was like, it deserves to win. And it won. And I was so happy. And but when it won, I think it was just, and I think the speech that they gave was fantastic and all this stuff, but people were still so, I'm on Twitter and stuff, and people were still so caught on the whole Will and Chris thing that people weren't even celebrating this Best Picture, which was a great award. People couldn't really even celebrate Will winning his award because you're too focused on the fact that he slapped a man.
We were all still in
that moment. Still in that moment.
We were watching it with my parents, and we were all just sitting still, and I could see the applause was yeah, we should be clapping. It was we were right. Guys,
even the Oscars didn't know what to do because there was a moment when they Will was giving his speech and they kind of went away and then they came back and then they went away again.
He was talking about the Williams sisters and they tried to pan to them, but I think where they were sitting it was dark, so I think they put the Oscar thing up so they could adjust. When they first put on it was so dark you couldn't see them, and then the screen went whatever, and then it was kept popping in and out, and then finally came back on. They were lit, and it was somebody was get the mics on upstairs. He's talking about them. It was so weird. I was
it was so weird. I think they were just
ready for this.
I don't think they were.
They were is he still going to
Exactly. And I think that was the thing. I think they were they're going to present his award live on television right now because I don't know.
They're going to be I know this says this, but I'm going to let you talk.
I'm going to let y'all decide.
But Benedict Cumberbatch had
Benedict Cumberbatch had the best performances of the year.
For sure. I don't think it was Kanye to get him to do that.
For sure. That's all. That would have been 3 black men acting. I can't. But yes, I'm happy Coda won. That was Meg Thee Stallion.
We talked about that.
We talked about that, Easy. You gonna have to watch. You gotta watch the recap. But we are
not us. Like
I know, but we are at an hour. We told ourselves we're gonna keep it at an hour.
Yep.
But it's good though because we talked about what we wanted to talk about, and we are really excited that you guys joined us. Recap.
Friends,
not a recap.
It's okay. We post it right away.
We'll post it right immediately. So yes, this will be posted immediately, so you can watch our recap and our shenanigans. Like I said, season 3 is coming back.
It's coming
July the 3rd.
July the 7th.
You guys, the 7th. Not me saying July the 3rd.
Confidently. July the 3rd.
Nope, the 7th.
The 7th.
This is why we're friends.
Yep.
So it's going to be a fun time. Are we going to tell them what we're doing or no?
I don't know. I let it slip in the last one. But too bad. You had to watch the last one.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, you did. You did let us slip.
Well, I didn't really. I just kind of alluded
I was like, did I put it on the Instagram yet? No, I didn't. I said, you know what I mean? So we're going to we'll wait.
You should go back and watch that joint.
Yeah, July 37th. Yep.
Period.
That's pretty much what
when it'll come out. So never. Okay.
And so go follow us on Instagram. It's @_CT review. The letter T, R-E.
And the letter review.
The letter review. Exactly. On Instagram. We will we'll be announcing soon what exactly we're doing for season 3. We're actually really excited. We got our best dressed of the Oscars on there. Go watch that video. For sure.
Yes, aren't we cute?
I know. Go and also comment. We have the video up of the slap. So if you have any, if you want any comments and let us know your thoughts, you can go back and comment on that as well. Yeah. I don't know if we might not do another live review before the season 3 premiere. We don't have one set, but you know what? Something may come up. We be like, we got to talk about it. Right, we got to talk about this. So you never know. The world is Lupita. I know you love Lupita. You think Lupita was okay. I hated that dress, honestly.
I think she looked so beautiful.
She loved her hair. Shiny. Her skin was gorgeous. The dress was not it. Sorry, Easy. I know you're biased.
Sorry, friend.
He loves Lupita.
Oh, you do?
Yes. And so
high five, friend. High five.
And so I don't know. But just go follow us and
also go watch our Batman.
Yes, our Batman review that we did. We talked about the new Batman movie and compared it to the Dark Knight. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. So that's it. I think. Right? Anything else?
Just go. That's enough for the church announcement.
I know. Go watch. Go watch our season 1 and season 2 all before July the 7th.
Got lots of time.
Got lots of time. We do a lot of stuff on there. Reviews, makeup, blindfold makeup challenges, tennis challenges, all of it. Exactly.
Everything you could want.
Exactly. So we love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Yeah. Bye. In the stream. We have to know how to do this. I don't know why we always struggle. I know.